Welcome back to Great Day Houston. We are at the Houston Area Food Bank, the largest of its kind in the country, and they of course are helping people to get food on the table. And it's an effort to help life kind of appear to be normal for a minute. And if not for yourself, certainly for your children. So joining us now with that part of the program, we have Kevin Hattery with Boys and Girls Club. Thank you very much for joining us.
Good morning, Deborah.
All right, so it was something that's very scary for so many families, and the effort right now is to get kids back into their routine, and that helps when school starts, for them to get back in school, but also the Boys and Girls Club, which is such a great program in this city. There are some kids going back to it because they were already in the program. Other kids can find comfort in going into the program. So explain to folks exactly what Boys and Girls Club does.
Well, first of all, we provide that fun, safe place for kids to go to after school. They are back in school now, so we're giving them an environment to get into and have the academic support, which a lot of situations will arise where that's going to be needed now because that summer slide kind of was exacerbated, as well as
school was interrupted.
Yeah, school was interrupted, and they've already got 5 days of absence if you think of it that way, and so they need a lot of extra additional academic support, as well as just the counseling. Children are most vulnerable in situations like this, and so that additional mentoring, counseling support that we're working extra to provide to the kids that are coming. So whether they've been current members or new members, then we're going to be there for them. And
to join, when money is everything right now, to join is very inexpensive.
Right. For a school year, it's just a $5 membership, which is 1% of our budget. So it's not intended to be any sort of revenue generator. It's just to have some kind of commitment in the process.
Yeah, it's an investment. I mean, that $5 is going to pay off tremendously with what it can do for our kids in the future. I want to commend you for immediately after Harvey. A lot of folks are scrambling, having to take care of things where they need their children to be in a safe place. You stepped up right away for relief for parents.
Yeah, we're very proud of our team in terms of what we did. 4 days after the storm, we had half of our clubs up and operating during the Labor Day weekend to be supportive to parents and that needed some place for their kids to go where they're dealing with their own problems. And then we immediately, after we learned about the schools being closed for another week, we opened up the balance of our schools all day long, extended the hours so that there was a resource for them, in addition to the fact that they needed meals. And we have meals that we provide to the kids, and not to mention all the other activities that just gave some structure to create that normalcy.
I had a friend who called me who was volunteering, and she said, there's lots of kids showing up. She goes, I don't think we realized yet down at NRG. And she goes, we need something for them to do. Y'all stepped up there as well.
We did. We wanted to make sure that we were involved not only in our existing club facilities, but coordinating with the Y. We're able to provide structured activities and programming at the shelter at the center, because those kids certainly needed it as well.
Yeah, because you're out of your element. And we just saw some video there of the flooding. And so that stuck in these kids' mind. That was a traumatic experience that they went through along with their family. And so one of the things that you also did is provided professional counseling for the children so they could get that out and perhaps get rid of some of that anxiety.
Yeah. I think the most important thing to note is this isn't a sprint. This is going to be a marathon, and we're going to be here for the long term. And so services such as that, like counseling, is extremely important for not only the children themselves, but also the family members too.
Yeah, school supplies, which we know can be very expensive for the year. A lot of families lost all of that, and so you're helping with that as well?
Yeah, we're very fortunate in that we have a nationwide organization, and they marshaled resources, and we still have supplies coming in today that are important, things like toiletries to the back to school supplies. We had right there before the summer ended, we had a big back to school, about 5,000. A lot of those are now gone. So we're ensuring that the kids are going to get a good start, and that includes clothing as well. And so we're really stepping up in a lot of ways that outside of our mainstream, but it's necessary at this time to do that so that everybody has a good start. And we're proud to be a part of the rebuilding process here in Houston. It's absolutely critical at this stage in time.
Yeah, there's a lot of pressure, as we know, on families because of money. There's also pressure on the nonprofit organizations to deliver your services and keep those going as well. So for those of us who are blessed, how can we help?
Well, clearly there's an opportunity to make a donation at Boys and Girls Club of Greater Houston, bgcgh.org. There's an opportunity to help us pay for these extra additional expenses we weren't expecting, such as being open all day long, being open on the weekends and the holidays, and opening up at the shelter. Those are all critical to maintaining our budget. And the other great way to get involved, and anybody in your viewing audience, if you're a parent, a family member, a coworker, let them know that the clubs are available and open to anybody.
Yeah. When we say that phrase, it takes a village. This is certainly part of that village, Boys and Girls Club. We've seen the commercials before where celebrities will say that this was kind of their foundation growing up and part of the reason for their success today. And some of those celebrities include.
Oh, Denzel Washington is probably the most popular. J-Lo is another one that just sticks out. LeBron James. So we've got a lot of alumni, even the local folks too. They will come up and say, "Oh yeah, I was in the Boys and Girls Club." So it's in every walk of life.
All right. So if my son goes there, could he become perhaps a successful celebrity one day?
He's setting the stage.
Okay,
We're gonna get him. We're gonna get him going there. So.
All right. Well, thank you. All kidding aside, thank you very much for what you do, because really, when those kids have that foundation, then they can soar no matter what happens.
That's right.
All right. Thank you very much. When we come back, did you have an elderly person who was displaced? No place to go? There's a program for them too.